Flosstube, it's Kerry and Stitches. It's Friday the 3rd of March and this is Flosstube 141. Hello and welcome. Welcome if you're a new viewer, it's lovely to have you here, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Thank you for coming back. I hope you all are well and you've had a great stitchy fortnight. Spring is almost here, or autumn is almost here, depending on where in the world you're watching. Although it's gone bitterly cold here again. Snow flurries next week apparently. So there you go, there's your weather report, Joe. Very British to talk about the weather. I didn't think I'd stitch much this last couple of weeks until the whips piled up. And the FOs, the finishes. And then, of course, I have a FFO too. Yeah, busy. Yes, right, okay. What have you been up to? What's happened the last couple of weeks? Quick life update. I had a haircut, I went to work, the kids did stuff. Yeah, busy, all the usual things. Yeah, there you go. Right, I'm gonna jump in. We're gonna start with the whips. We're gonna work our way to the FFOs. Yeah, let's go. Because with 14 FFOs, it could be a while. So my first project today is Spot Sampler, and this is by Amanda Butler for Cross Stitcher magazine. Have I got it written on the bottom? No, I haven't. I'll still look that up. It'll be in the show notes, the number. I can't remember. Have I written it on here? No. There you go. Didn't write it down anywhere, but never mind. Never mind. Is it written on top of the floss card? Not written on top of the floss card either. This is on 32 count Midas from Chromatic Alchemy, and I haven't done a lot on this since you last saw it. Let's just fold that over a bit. All I've done is I finished off the yellow on these butterflies. I think it was just on the one. I think it was just that one, and then I put some green in. So that'll be back out this month. So you'll see this every month because it's, oh actually this is a whip go call. So I'm gonna 1,000 stitches in, which I think will give me a page finish. The chart's 2 pages, so it should get me a page finish. I think I might have stitched on my stockings too. I mean I have, but I don't know when I did it in the month, so you may not have seen those. It's 100 stitches, it's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, monkey wrench. Seen this once or twice before, and this was a February whip go. So there we go, monkey wrench by Ink Circles. And this is 40 count Fairy Forest by Crafty Kitten, and I don't know where it was. Oh, I think, what have I done? So I did 1,000 stitches, so I think I finished this Quaker and did, excuse me, CH and the brown bits possibly, and started the pink. And I am at the bottom of it now, so pretty much got one corner left to do. Yeah, so I can't, exciting. This is stitched in Silks for You, sort of my own conversion. Can't believe how, and I was kind of like 1,000 stitches is going to get me a page finish, like exactly 1,000 stitches would have got me a page finish, and then I realised I hadn't done the motif above that one, and I was like, oh, disappointment floods kind of, but it's fine. That'll only get 100 stitches this month. It's not been good for whip though. So my final whip go project for my one board is Tudor Bee by the Blue Flower, and this is on 32 count Bacchus by Chromatic Alchemy. And let me just move, that's better. There we go. I've almost finished the bee. I've literally got that bit in the centre left to do. Look at that. It's fantastic, isn't it? This hasn't been called for whip glue this month, so this will stay. So this will only get 100 stitches for maybe 200 stitches for the Daily 30 Olympics challenge. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my other whip go calls were, oh, I haven't brought it in. Maybe I'd finished it. Never mind, you'll see it next. No, because I remember I watched my video. I was like, houses. So you've seen it. Is Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's the Autumn Town. Trust me, that was easier to do it that way. Trying to wrangle the chart out. And this is on an 18 count Aida from Lakeside Needlecrafts called Woodland. It's in limited edition fabric club flare. And there we go. So since you last saw this, oh, I can't. Since you last saw this, I have stitched the roof there, this tree, and a lot of this barn house. So I think you'll see, even though this got called for whip go again, no it didn't, this got, I have no idea. I think you'll see, I think it's got one more whip go. I think you'll see a lot of this year because it's got a lot of orange in and it falls really nicely into Stitch F1. So, which I'll talk about later. And obviously I want to do it every month anyway, so it's a good project for that. Let me move that pen out over, I draw all over a project bag. Another good project for Stitch F1 is Spider Moon. I think I've shown you this. I'm thinking about it now. If I haven't, I haven't. Spider Moon by Just Nan. I adopted this whip from Sharon, who adopted it herself, but decided that she wasn't. Decided that the fabric it's on was just not her thing. So I like it. So I think it's murky. This also works really well for Stitch F1, and I put a couple of 100 stitches into it. Let's just drop that back down there. There we go. And I basically just ran the border up this side. Oh, this side. So it's looking good. Happy with it. Parking bobbins are coming very handy again for this. Yeah, so it's looking good. I'm excited to get to this one. I mean, I think, as I said, with Stitch F1, when I'm needing orange, it's got quite a bit of orange in. Just in the border alone, I can work the border up and get a couple of 100 stitches easily, because there's 5 colours that fit for Stitch F1. So I'm going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to start jigging things about. Gamer, the Pixels That Made Us by Pick Stitch. And pull that out. There's the chart. Showed you this last time. There we go. So this was a charity stitch for Pick Stitch, supporting Child's Play. And last time I only had the black and white FAA done. Look, today we're down to there. Pikachu. So I was kind of doing like 600 stitches, 600 to 800 stitches on it every other week, and kind of got myself a bit burnt out on it. So I haven't done anything on it for a few days, for a couple of weeks. I think I did that the weekend of my last Flosstube, and then I haven't stitched on it since. So, and oh, most recent of the whips I pulled out, because it fitted with every single prompt for Daily 30 this week, is Happy and Glorious by Samplers and Stitches on Etsy. Oh, I've obviously done the other two. I started this for the Queen's Jubilee. I stitched on it on her death and on her funeral. And my plan is to get it to the point where I finish it on the coronation of King Charles. which is the 6th of May. So obviously I need to pull it out. It's not been called for whip grow or anything. Last time you saw it, basically, so basically I've stitched the flagpole down from underneath the G, stitched the basket, and I've just started the house last night. So I think my plan is to stitch, oh yeah. So I'm going to get the house finished and stitch Happy and Glorious. And then I think I'm going to put the green vine in. And maybe the leaves, and then I will just leave myself the two lots of blue flowers and the white flowers, which shouldn't take too long. Or I'll kind of probably leave it so I've got 200 stitches left to put in it, just so that way it's a nice it'll fit a prompt somewhere along the line, and maybe I'll leave 300 because I can put it in for a monthly then. Anyway, I'm just going to leave the bottom border as my kind of bit to stitch on Coronation. So the colours, it's I think they're mostly called for. Did I say Barely Bronze by Sparkly? Can't get it anymore, so I shall be saving this bit part of it for a very special occasion. Oh, and probably the bottom bit as well, because that's kind of near the bottom bit. Be salvaging as much as I can from that. So that black frame that I brought, that will fit nicely into it. So, yeah, I confused myself at words then. Right, so that's the whip pile that I've been working on. I'm going to carry on with this for this month. So, okay. Finishes. Daily 30 is doing an ornament along for a Halloween ornament, a Christmas ornament, a small, and also a calendar. So I've got August through December of my favourite things to stitch, which is these ones, and then I've got May, August, and May, July and August of the Blackbird stockings to do. So yeah, those are going to be my calendar ones. So I'm not doing the calendar at the moment, but I'm trying to do some of the others. So it was a free choice for the Christmas. What was Christmas this month? Christmas was the Gingerbread Cottage that I showed you last week. Gingerbread Chalet, sorry. This was what I did for our free choice for Halloween. This is on a, I don't even know, I think this is a Zweigart Aida. Oh no, it's not. There's no yellow line inside. I don't know what this is. It's probably a fabric flare actually. No, it passed to me years and years and years and years and years ago. So, and I did that in my own conversion. This is a free Lizzie Kate pattern that you can still find on her website. She still has all her freebies on her website. And actually when I printed this up, I went through and printed most of them off because I figured at some point they're tiny and I might want them and the website might come down or whatever. Anyway, we go. So we've got that's Weeks Absinthe, Colour and Cotton Bumblebee, I think. Classic Colourworks Tangerine. That's the Bumblebee. And then the white is a DMC Glow in the Dark. And it's really cool actually because I love the eyes. And it just, all they are is a small white button and then black sea beads on top. And it tells you how to do it on the thing. I mean, it's not difficult. Sew a sea bead on top of a button. But I'd never thought about doing it for googly eyes to sew on. So I think that's really cool. And it's supposed to have been a spider charm, but I've just used a haunted house. That was a fun little stitch. I loved that. And then I kind of was like, was it Saturday or Friday? Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. I realised I hadn't done the flower prompt, which was the small. So pulled out all of my freebies and Punch Needle magazine charts and found this one from the Snowflower Diaries. And this goes way back to Punch Needle number 4. Because with my subscription, I opted this year to have everything going back, and I've saved them, got them all. So, and then next year I'll just do a basic subscription. So there we go. This is on parchment, maybe, from Sparklies. This is literally a scrap, and I clearly mismeasured. I think it's because this should have been longer, but I started at level, anyway, there you go. It's fine, it's just going to be a little pin pillow. I can work with that. And there's another, I haven't actually got it, there's a kind of this like a little pillow pin cushion as well that matches. Oh, that's done in tangerine, endive and cherry cobbler. I can't remember what the brown was, picnic basket maybe. Yeah, let's go with picnic basket. There we go. So, oh. And then we have the last of my Rivara shots. Finished this Saturday. No, I didn't. I finished this Wednesday. And this is the last of the Rivarish chart seasonals home. So I need to FFO this ready. And there you go, stitched in sulky, own conversion. And this is on Attain by Sparklers, an 18 count. Love it. It's in a crinkly bag so I can remember what the fabric is. When I FFO it, I can put the fabric straight into the right bag. So those were my FOs. So we've done whips. So 7 whips, 3 FOs, 14 finishes. Oh, oh, there we go. Excited to share with you these. Okay, so July of my favourite things. Used the Bonner tutorial for the cording, put my own Silverstone in when I stitched it. I showed that before. So and it's just felt magnets on the back to swap in and out. Whilst I was cording, so I had to make cording for 2 things. I decided it was about time that I made cording for all the Lizzie Kate Flippets. I keep saying they've been on the... am I on my 2nd year with them finished? I don't know. I can't remember if I finished them last year. Anyway, yeah, I did. So I've been saying, oh, they're all done. I really must. But they needed something because they kind of, the colour fabric they're on Water Lily or Star Sapphire. And they're kind of all on a brown, just brown board. Kind of, they needed something around the edge. And I just thought, put some cording on. I didn't want to have to mount them all onto other things because all the washers are all glued on ready. So Lot and I made all the cording for all of those 2. Plus there were 2, January and February, these didn't have cording, so they got cording. There's all the, I mean, it really is, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just the cording goes around and then I've just glued it in place at the bottom. I've glued them. Some of them are sewn on the others. Glue, stick pins. It really was fun. Yeah, so they've all got cording that kind of coordinates. So I think that works really well. I bought a load of CXC threads last year to make cording with, and just went through and pulled colours. And then I've got a box of Anchor and Madeira threads that, it's one of those things, I'm never going to, I mean, I've pulled the black, I've pulled the white. I'm never going to remember to go, do you know what if I got that colour in Anchor? You know, I've got 20 threads or whatever. So, watermelon, I like that one, that's worked really well. So, and some Madeira ones that have come free with cross stitcher or Word of Cross Stitch or Cross Stitch Crazy over time. September's fun. So I just went and pulled that box out too, and between those I didn't have to use any DMCs, which is great. So I haven't got February because I put February back up. There we go. So they look really nice. I'm really happy, and they go in my basket ready for. Oh, I just realised I've got March. I haven't swapped my March out yet, so already in the basket for next time. So there we go. I framed the stamp. So my plan is for this one is when Heather does her stamps is this frame's big enough that if I do it on 14 count or 18 count, it's fine. It's got the glass in because the glass is actually like sealed in because it's like a little shadow frame. But I obviously hadn't planned with the fabric, and they're literally stitchery taped on. So welcome to the world's most basic FFO. So we've got the two that I was going to I've done my Mill Hills and just made the beaded hangers with the leftover beads. There we go for that one, and then that one, and they're just backed with felt. Did the little hoop finish with the quai stuff, and actually, do you know what? I bearing in mind how simple that is, I was proud of that bow, you know. I think that's perfect for it. It'll be a cute little ornament for my tree. And then we've got temperature tone. And this was just a cheap frame from Tiger, and it was a perfect, I mean, it's pretty much a perfect fit. So I'm well pleased with that one. That framed up really nicely. Blackwork Lady seems to have gone a bit wrinkled on the speed. Anyway, so she's finally in her custom frame. I love her so much. She's so beautiful. She's Lesley Teare, and she's on a solar die that my friend did for me. We've got Blackbird Sampler and Sunflower Sampler. This was a custom size frame, and obviously these were just the ones I brought from Asda. So they look really good together, and I've sewn the button on for it there. So I love these. It's going to be have to be a bit of jigging on the wall, but we've got some house renovations being done in the next month, so that's going to have to wait. They're going upstairs nice and safe, and then I will do them, less to dust. We've got, so this was up in, this was originally done as a cube, didn't like it. I've never been a fan, and it kind of never really went with the decor, so it's better to go on the wall. And then in this super frame that I got from the charity shop, I love this. That one in there. It's not a perfect fit, and it had no backing board or anything on it, and I think that's probably why it's quite cheap. It's £3. Because you do what you gotta do. I mean, I think it's pretty. I mean, I could do with. Ideally, I need to get myself a point, the point gun staple things. But okay, love that. It's a bit battered on the one corner where it's obviously been dropped at some point. But I love this. It's really great. Another custom one. It's Tudor Bee. Everything I frame will be slightly wonky, because that's what it is. And then my final FFO. Actually, I love this one. It's one of my favourite ones I've done. Do you remember the love standy framey thing that I got from Tesco for £2? There we go. Look at that. Erica Michaels chart, freebie chart. Love that. So I didn't do anything to the wood. All I did was I printed off a piece of backing paper and just glued that down. Glued some buttons to it, obviously glued the thing with some cording, and just popped some jute ribbon around the bottom of it, you know. So really pleased with how that came out. I think that's one of my favourite finishes. And we'll stand, I've just done it on there, stand it nicely on the shelf when it's time to put it up. So there's all my FFOs. Right, I'm going to move those over there. So that's 14 FFOs. I could have done the snowflower and the spooky tom. I was kind of like, nope, I'm FFO'd out. Save them for next time. So we're on to, what have I been buying? Well, kind of just stuff for FFOing. No market charts are on order, you know. Yeah, market charts on order. So went into Wilko and got a load more washers. This might not be the cheapest way, but it's convenient for me. So I paid £3 for this, and you can basically fill these bags. This weighs a ton, and there's two sizes of washers in there, and that's normally what I do with that. So I completely ran out after I did the July one. So I had a couple of packs of beads, so I can do some garlands with them. More tacky glue, and more sticky felt. So, you know, exciting FFOing stuff. But what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and have a box of, here's my basic FFO stuff. So it's going to have the glues and the tapes and the washers and the clips and my cording drill and sticky felt and what else, whatever, you know, that kind. I was going to kind of make a whole drawer, because at the moment I've got my, like, that lives like that in, Thomas the Tank Engine cup in the in my cupboard, and next to the clips are next to it, and the pins are in a drawer somewhere else, and the washers are somewhere else, and I just want to get it all together. So I'm really trying to organise my stash this year. I've brought a curtain rod. How much too big? Because I forgot to measure it, and I was like, I think the cabinet's 80 centimetres, and they were like, oh, 80 centimetre rod, perfect. No. So I've got, when I buy one, I've got one of those. I'm going to get another one, an expanding like net curtain rod, and I brought the clips, like little crocodile clip type things, and I am going to, with hooks on them, and I am going to hang all my fabric up like a wardrobe, which will give me some space in my cupboard to kind of have a couple of boxes. So that's what I wanted the box for. So I saw a box, a plastic storage box in Tesco's. I was like, oh, that's a great size. That'll be perfect for something that I thought I needed a box that size for. I couldn't remember what it was, I didn't buy one, but I remember what it is now. But that's okay, because I need to go over and get an avocado later. So I want it, this kind of size box, and that's what I put all my FFOs in, ready to go. But I want to have one a bit deeper that has my glues and whatnot in. Right, okay, random organisation. And then I'll do a cupboard tour, because I've obviously redone all the charts, and it's all a bit different in there since the last time I did a cupboard tour. So I think we should move on to plans. Plans. Okay. My March trip goes were Santa Quill and Huck Farm for my main board, so that's 5 days each. And then on my Olympics board for Daily 30, it is Spot Sampler and Blackbird stockings for 1,000 stitches each. So I shouldn't see any problems with it. The new Daily 30 monthly came out. We're basically doing acrostics kind of thing now. So I can get Santa Quill into half and Huck Farm into the other half if it's 10 prompts. So perfect. That'll be the 5 days done, because it's 300 stitches a time, which is about what I stitch on in a day. Sometimes a bit more. But I'm happy to call 5 days 1,500 stitches. So yeah, that'll be that done. I've also, in Stephanie's Stitch from Stash group, I have I'm doing the March Madness thing. So my picks for March, basically I was quite, obviously there are things I want to stitch on, but I picked things I know I'm going to stitch on. So stockings, my ornaments long smalls, Spot Sampler and Happy and Glorious, Huck Farm, Santa Quill, Awesome Town and Gamer. So I've only done 3 out. So it's only the third. I've only done 3 out of 5. I did 2 yesterday. So it's 100 stitches for the first round, 200 stitches for the second round, 400, 800. So what do I want to go all the way to the end? Don't know. I mean, it makes no difference really. They're all going to get quite a lot in, so it's all good. It's all good. Right. Stitch F1's back for those of you who want to stitch alongside the motorsport. I want same format as last year with the 3 challenges of race distance, team colours and points scored. Graphic on the screen. All the details are on my Instagram. I've saved it as a stories. Not is it story? I've saved it. In my profile you can go in. There's the circles and yeah. I don't know what they're called, and I can't check because my phone's there. So yeah, check out that. Abby Bella Stitch has charted all 23 of the tracks for this season, which will be available to purchase from her. I can't wait. I'm going to stitch them all and I have a cross-stitch Christmas, Formula 1 cross-stitch Christmas tree. I have a vision. Yeah, plaid ribbon is going to be used for something other than farmhouse decor. So anyway, follow Bella Stitch Grand Prix Sal for details of Abby's charts. I'm excited. I'm actually, I copy of the friends from us. I didn't watch practice. I'm going to watch it this afternoon. So yeah, excited to Formula One's back. Sorry, Danny, I didn't post this week because I completely forgot. Anyway, winner for Chalkful is Mel Patton. Mel, just let me know whether I have your address. Are you still at the same place? Let me know. Today's chart is A Mother's Heart from Lindsay Stitches, and just use the keyword heart. Open anywhere, be a subscriber, don't mention giveaway, be over 18, heart. I like the little flower sprigs on it, they're pretty. Yeah, so A Mother's Heart. So if you want to stitch that, drop me in what's it in the box. So, with some renovations going on in the house in a couple of weeks' time, I don't know whether I will get another video in. My videos might be hit and miss between now and then. It is what it is. So, yeah, hopefully, yeah, declutter the craft areas of the house. Anyway, friends, I'm going to leave here and see you all in a couple of weeks' time, I hope. So until then, have a great stitchy fortnight and take care. Bye bye.